Hi everybody, this is Shiva Beenam. Welcome to my channel. In this session I wanted to explain you one more problem related to Coulomb's law and electric field intensity. But here I wanted to focus on the transformation from one system of coordinates to another coordinate system. Let me go through the problem. In this example, we are given a point charge QA of 1 microcoulomb at point A 001 and minus 1 microcoulomb at B 00 minus 1. And the objective here is to find out the electric field intensity in spherical coordinate system. We need to find out ER, E theta and E phi, the three coordinates related to the spherical system. Already in the previous sessions we have derived the transformation matrices regarding how to transform one system of coordinates to the other. So if anybody didn't watch the previous videos, so what my suggestion is, please go through the previous videos in order to have the clear understanding regarding this transformation. So let us go through the solution. So the total electric field we have to find out at point P 1, 2, 3, which is equal to the electric field intensity due to charge at A and the electric field intensity due to charge B, EA plus EB. And we know the formula for finding out EA bar is equal to QA by 4 pi epsilon naught into R AP square into ARP bar. So these things we have seen earlier, and even we have solved so many problems regarding these equations. Here RAP is the radial distance between the point A and the point where we have to find out the electric field intensity. And similarly, ARP is the unit vector in that direction, and EB bar is equal to QB by 4 pi epsilon naught into R BP square into A BP bar. Here R BP is the radial distance between the point B where minus 1 microcoulombs of charge is located and B to the point where we have to find out the electric field intensity, and ABP bar is the unit vector along that particular direction. Let us find out the magnitudes here. RAP, that is the radial distance, is given as square root of, so here point P and point A, if you consider 1 minus 0 square plus 2 minus 0 square plus 3 minus 1 whole square. So this gives rise to square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square, which is equal to 3. Similarly, the unit vector is given as AAP bar as equal to AX bar plus 2AY bar plus 2AZ bar divided by square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square, that is equal to 3. Already we have evaluated here. Similarly, RBP, that is from P to B. You have to consider the radial distance from P to B. So here 1 minus 1, square root of 1 minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 0 whole square plus 3 minus of minus 1 will give us 4 square. That is equal to, we are going to have square root of 21 here, and the magnitude of ABP bar is equal to AX bar plus 2AY bar plus 4AZ bar divided by square root of 21. Now, the total electric field intensity, the resultant is equal to EA bar plus EB bar Let us substitute the values here. For the first charge, it is 1 microcoulomb. So 10 power minus 6 divided by, simply I am substituting the values, 4 pi epsilon naught. 4 pi into epsilon naught value is 1 by 36 pi into 10 to the power of minus 9 into r square. R square means 3 square, which is equal to 9. And the unit vector is already we have calculated here, ax bar plus 2ay bar plus 2 az bar divided by 3. So next we have to consider minus 1 microcoulomb. So we get minus sign here, 10 power minus 6 divided by 9 into 10 to the power of minus 9. So directly I am simplifying here, 9 into 10 power minus 9 into r square is 21 multiplied by the unit vector is ax bar plus 2ay bar plus 4 az bar divided by square root of 21. And after simplification we are going to get that resultant electric field intensity is equal to E bar is equal to 239.81 AX bar plus 479.6 AY bar plus 292.57 AZ bar. This is actually the electric field intensity at point P123 because of these two charges, that is 1 microcoulomb located at A and minus 1 microcoulomb located at B. And the objective here is we need to transform this particular Cartesian system to spherical coordinate system. Let us consider the magnitudes along x direction as capital A suffix x, that is AX. So here the objective is we have to transform this rectangular or Cartesian form to the spherical form. That means we have to evaluate the magnitudes of AR, A theta and A phi. These are the three magnitudes along the three coordinates in spherical coordinate system, R, theta and phi. So here I am considering these magnitudes in Cartesian form as AX, AY and AZ. These are the three magnitudes along the three directions X, Y and Z respectively. And we know that in order to have the transformation, already we have derived all these equations in the previous sessions. So please go through the previous classes in order to understand this very clearly. If you know the values of AX, AY and AZ, we can calculate the magnitudes of the radial distance R, phi, that is the azimuthal angle, and the polar angle theta using the formula, that is R square is equal to AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. These things we have seen earlier. In a very elaboratory manner we have explained all these things. Phi is equal to tan inverse of AY by AX. So these things can be calculated because we are aware of the values of AX, AY and AZ. And the polar angle theta is equal to cos inverse of Z by R. Okay. So once we know these three values, R, theta and phi, now we have to form the transformation matrix from Cartesian to spherical coordinate system. So let me write down the transformation matrix here. First of all, the values we are going to get as theta is equal to 61.38 and phi is equal to 63.43 degrees and the radial distance R is equal to 610 units. Now let us go for the transformation matrix from Cartesian to spherical form. So here I am writing down directly because these things have been explained earlier. AR, A theta, A phi. These are the three coordinates in spherical system, and that is equal to, in order to have the transformations, we know sin theta cos phi, sin theta sin phi, cos theta cos phi, cos theta sin phi minus sin theta, and the third row is sin phi cos phi 0 multiplied by ax, ay and az. The simple thing is we have to do the multiplication process here in order to get AR, the first coordinate in the spherical system. AR is equal to AX multiplied by sin theta cos phi plus AY into sin theta sin phi plus AZ cos theta. Already we have calculated all these values r, theta and phi, and we are aware of the magnitudes of Ax, Ay and Az. So substitute simply those values here. So Ax, Ay, Az and also theta and phi. Theta is 61.38 degrees and phi is as 63.43 degrees. And substitute all these values, simply get the magnitude of AR as equal to 610.65 volts per meter. And similarly the second coordinate, that is A theta, the other coordinate in spherical system, as A theta is equal to, so Ax into cos theta cos phi, just we are doing the multiplication of matrices, plus Ay into cos theta sin phi minus Az into sin theta, which gives a value of minus 4.91 volts per meter. And similarly we are going to have A phi as equal to Ax sin phi plus Ay cos phi. This gives rise to a value of 0.037 volts per meter. Approximately we can consider it as, it can be neglected because it is very less value. Approximately you can consider it as equal to 0. And hence finally we are going to have the electric field intensity in the spherical system, spherical coordinate system, is equal to 610.65 into AR bar minus 4.91 into A theta bar volts per meter. So this is how we have to simplify the problem. The only complexity in this problem is to have the transformation from Cartesian to spherical form, which have been explained very easily and very clearly in the previous sessions. Please go through the videos that we have discussed earlier, so that you can have the good knowledge regarding these such kind of problems. So this concludes the session. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Subscribe to my channel in order to get more updates and videos. This is